Dr. Bharti Patil, working as an assistant professor physics in Maharaja Jivajirao Shinde College, Srigonda, Ahmednagar. We have started our syllabus related to solid state physics, and in that we have started our chapter number 4, magnetism. In that we have covered the point related to diamagnetic materials and their properties. In today's lecture we are going to see what are the paramagnetic materials and what are the properties of paramagnetic materials. Paramagnetic materials are the magnetic materials which will have dipole moments in them, but the addition of them is such that the net magnetic moment will be zero, and hence when we applied magnetic field, then only these magnetic moments will align themselves in the direction of magnetic field and they will show magnetism. Therefore these magnetic materials, suppose these are dipole moments, then dipole moments are present in them. In diamagnetic materials, such type of dipole moments are also absent. But these dipole moments, initially they are randomly oriented. These dipole moments are randomly oriented, and hence when we applied a magnetic field on them, then these dipole moments will start to, this is initial state. I will show here after application of magnetic field. After application of magnetic field, these dipole moments will align themselves in the direction of applied magnetic field, and hence these materials will show net magnetism. It means that if we applied magnetic field to the paramagnetic substances, then they will align themselves in the direction of applied magnetic field and will show magnetism. This is the property of paramagnetic materials, and the dipole moments will align themselves in the direction of applied magnetic field. In case of diamagnetic substances, the dipoles were aligning themselves in the opposite direction of magnetic field. Here they are aligning themselves in the direction of magnetic field. Here also, as soon as we remove the applied magnetic field, this material will lose its magnetism. Therefore, they are not permanent magnets. They are temporary magnets. Then next property is hmm, magnets. They are not permanent magnets. Then if we take a paramagnetic material, if we take a paramagnetic material and if we applied a uniform magnetic field to it, then magnetic line of flux will starts to penetrate through the material which is outside this material, and also the line of flux will penetrate through the material. It means that there will be the penetration of magnetic field, applied magnetic field through the substance, and hence they will have the relative permeability value, that is the ratio of permeability of the material to the permeability of free space, because this portion is positive. Here line of flux are penetrating through the material. Therefore, relative permeability value in case of the paramagnetic substances is positive. Mu r is greater than 1. In case of diamagnetic substances, it was negative. Here it is positive. The next property, if we take diamagnetic substance, if we take a paramagnetic material and if we suspend it from a rigid support, then it will align itself in the direction of applied magnetic field. It will align itself in the direction of applied magnetic field. In diamagnetic, it was in the perpendicular to the magnetic field. Here, the substance will align itself in the direction of applied magnetic field. Substance will align itself in the direction of applied magnetic field. Then next property, if we take diamagnetic substance and if we keep it in a petri dish also, then and if we applied magnetic field to it or non-uniform magnetic field to it, non-uniform magnetic field. If a non-uniform magnetic field is applied to the paramagnetic substances, suppose initially the substance is here or like this, then this paramagnetic materials will move from periphery, that is weaker, to stronger. It means that this substance will get accumulated at the center of the petri dish. That is, they are moving from, in the presence of non-uniform magnetic field, they will move from periphery of the dish to the center. That is, from weaker end of magnetic field to the stronger. Then next property, if we take these diamagnetic substances and if we keep them in a U-tube, then what will happen? If we take paramagnetic substances and if we keep them in a U-tube, suppose this is the liquid paramagnetic substance which is filled in it. Suppose this is the solution of copper sulfate. Then what will happen? If we apply external magnetic field to this, then suppose this is N pole, this is S pole, then this level will get rise. There will be increase in the level of the U-tube. This is the observation related to paramagnetic substances. Then next property is related to susceptibility. Susceptibility, we have seen that susceptibility is nothing but the ratio of magnetization produced divided by applied magnetic field. In case of paramagnetic substances, as we have seen that if we apply a magnetic field to it, then magnetic line of flux will penetrate through the material. Therefore, there is a penetration of magnetic field through the material. Therefore, the magnetization produced is positive and hence the susceptibility value for the diamagnetic substances is greater than 1 and hence it is positive. Susceptibility value for the paramagnetic substances is positive. It is greater than 1 and it is positive. Then as we applied magnetic field to these materials, they will produce magnetism in them. They will response, that is susceptibility is directly proportional to magnetization produced, or applied magnetic field is directly proportional to the susceptibility. Now, in case of paramagnetic substances, it is observed that the susceptibility value is inversely proportional to the temperature. It means that if we increase the temperature of paramagnetic substances, then they will lose their magnetism. Paramagnetic substances will lose their magnetism after application of temperature. Why this is so? Because in case of paramagnetic substances, initially the dipoles are randomly oriented. But when we apply a magnetic field to them, then these dipoles get oriented in the direction of magnetic field and hence magnetization is produced. But when we apply temperature, that is when we heat such substances, then what happened? Due to the thermal vibrations of the atoms, these dipoles will get disturbed. These dipoles will get disturbed. And because of that, this material will start to lose its magnetism. This material will start to lose its magnetism. And this law is called as Curie law. This law is called as Curie law. It means that susceptibility of the magnetic materials, paramagnetic materials, is inversely proportional to the temperature. If we remove this proportionality sign, then susceptibility value comes out as C upon T, and this C is nothing but Curie constant. This susceptibility value is equal to C upon T, and C is Curie constant. Hence, the last point is the example of paramagnetic materials. Example of paramagnetic materials is platinum, then aluminium, chromium, then in case of liquids it is copper sulfate solution, copper chloride solution, etc. So once again we will go through the what are the paramagnetic materials and their properties. We have seen what are the paramagnetic materials. Paramagnetic materials are the magnetic materials in which dipoles are present, but these dipoles are randomly oriented and hence they will get cancelled out. But when we apply external magnetic field to these materials, then their dipole will align themselves in the direction of applied magnetic field and hence these materials will show somewhat magnetism. It means that these materials will weakly attracted by the magnetic materials or align themselves in the direction of applied magnetic field H. Then if we take this the bar magnet made up of this material and keep it in a uniform magnetic field, then it will align itself in the direction of the applied magnetic field. The next property is that if we take material, that is paramagnetic material, and keep it in a petri dish, and if we apply a non-uniform magnetic field, then this substance will move from weaker part of field, stronger part of field to the weaker part of field to the stronger part of field, and hence it will get collected at the center of the petri dish. Then next property is that if we take the paramagnetic material and if we keep them in a liquid paramagnetic material and keep them in a U-tube and applied a magnetic field, then the liquid level will get raised. This is also indicator of paramagnetic nature of the materials. Then we have gone through the permeability value and the susceptibility value of the paramagnetic materials. We know that permeability of the material is nothing but the capacity of the line of flux to penetrate through the material, and hence if we take a paramagnetic substance and if we allow the line of flux to penetrate through them, then there will be the penetration of magnetic line of flux through the substance as well as through the air or vacuum, and hence if we calculate the mu r value, which is the formula given by mu r is equal to mu upon mu naught, that is permeability of the material to the permeability of free space, then this ratio comes out as positive and hence it is greater than 1. Then in case of susceptibility, susceptibility is nothing but the ratio of applied magnetization produced to the applied magnetic field. As we go on increasing the magnetic field, magnetization also increases, but and hence the magnetization produced is also positive. Hence, susceptibility value in case of paramagnetic substances is greater than 1, that is positive. The next property is related to Curie law. If we heat the paramagnetic substances, then it is observed that these paramagnetic substances will lose their magnetism. This is because when we apply magnetic field, then dipole will orient themselves in the direction of applied magnetic field, but as we heat the substance, then dipole will start to de-align, and hence because of that this disalignment of the dipoles, there will be decrease in the magnetic field as we increase the temperature, and this is given by a Curie law. Susceptibility is inversely proportional to the temperature in case of paramagnetic materials, and the proportionality constant is called as Curie constant. And the examples of paramagnetic materials are platinum, aluminium, chromium, then copper sulfate and copper chloride solution. Thank you.